That's what she said.
That is what she said. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Three Brothers Kind of. You're not seeing double, you're counting three. Three brothers and a shot of milk. Got me, your boy, Chris St. Victor, my cousin, Lawrence St. Victor, my white cousin, Jack Pearson, and my light-skinned cousin, Rich Wilson. So, fellas, we're here. We're talking TV, comics, anime, action figures, toys, video games, everything in between and more. Fellas, it's been a long time since we've been together. How y'all been? How you living? How was your week? How are your lives?
It's been a long time before I met you. All right, anyway.
Hey, don't get us flagged.
Right.
I'll go first.
We got a full house today.
We got a full
Like
house.
freaking John Stamos.
Where is all of our watchers is what I want to know. I hope we don't have the same problems that we had last time.
Well,
Yeah,
we're on
last
typical. I ain't gonna say it. Time.
Yeah, Jack, you can't say that.
Hey, Jack, say it. Say it
I'm
with your
just saying we're like we're good 17 minutes behind here. There's no telling where they are at this point.
I'll go first. Listen, man, my week's been all right. I haven't been doing much, working, doing all the BS. That's about it. Had a lot of union stuff happening. Had a
You
big,
union?
yeah, we're union. Yeah, we're union.
For you.
What kind of thing you think he's doing? What do you think he's doing over there, Chris?
I didn't know he was union in that.
Yeah. We had a big talk, especially with the move with the company and everything like that, because now we're under another company.
Okay.
We're under Renco. We had a big town hall meeting, I guess you could say, because we're working on it through contracts and then just everything with the new company. So it's getting interesting. People getting things off their chest. Some people just making complaints just to make complaints. It's like, come on, man. But other than that, Dan, hitting it.
Yo, Dan.
This is content that we don't deserve, but I'm appreciated for it. I'm be honest with you.
It's so good, Rich. I'm caught up. I'll finish episode 8 today.
Listen,
I just keep seeing music videos for it.
Because it's great.
It's
That
actually-
intro hits.
That intro hits.
Like
It's hard.
I'm saying, like, what am I listening to? When I first started watching it, I went back just to look at the intro again. I didn't even finish. I didn't even get to the first episode. I just I need to hear this intro.
There's
one
3
more
songs
time.
in that intro. It has like 3 different songs.
It hits on so many levels, man. Anyway,
Chris would hate it though.
He probably would,
it's everything Chris hates in animation.
Yeah.
Like literally, the dude. It's just he's just trying to get his balls back.
That's it.
That's really what it is.
I'm good. I am good.
Just trying to get his balls.
And the grandmother is mad horny
True.
in a way that's just not appropriate.
Well,
And then the ghost.
Which one?
The first one, Turbo Granny.
Turbo. Oh yeah, she's the one that she didn't steal his balls. She stole his.
She stole all of it.
No, what did she call it?
His dong or something. His
No,
wiener.
but they had a term for it because the aliens were calling it like the same thing because they wanted it too.
Oh yeah.
They just want his junk.
why does everyone want Dan's junk?
They want his junk. But Rich, real quick before you move on with your week, the episode 7 of Dan, if that didn't kick you in the freaking feels,
that was the last one. That was the one before.
the one before last,
Yeah.
with the ghost and
bro.
like you wasn't ready for like.
Ooh, man, just that
in the
whole
feels.
scene and how it. Oh man, I was like, what am I watching right now?
Could have
This
cried
is-
on that
oh,
episode. Could have cried
man.
on that episode.
It was good. It was good stuff.
Basically, a ghost is after this girl because she thinks the girl's her daughter, and it's kind of weird. And then you see a flashback of the ghost, and she was this abused mother and wife, and the husband took the daughter, and she wound up dying. But the girl she's after, she lost her mother at a young age.
Yeah.
So at the end, even though
Spoiler.
the ghost tried to kill her, hey, you ain't watching it, and Chris ain't watching it. Like there's this beautiful moment where she's
Our
hugging the
tens of
ghost.
viewers might.
Tens of listeners might be.
Sorry, guys. It's so
Yeah,
good.
Dan. I forgot. I watched the last episode of From today. I was disappointed. I was thoroughly disappointed. And it's the last episode. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, you're gonna make me wait a whole nother. I got more questions than I did answers. And then I'm just like, how are we?
You know, from it's like Lost. They never gonna give you a thing.
I just downloaded the first 3 episodes. I got a plane ride tomorrow, so I'm gonna watch it on the plane ride and see.
They disappointed me, man. That's all. I rewatched Romulus.
I like Claw Lawrence. That's what
What
happened.
are you doing? He
I
spilled
spit
it
out-
on himself.
Yeah,
Yep. He spilled it on himself. Now he's in his sorority girl. He's
you know how that white girl, you know how that white claw do. How that,
Are you going to go streaking the quad next? Like, what are you doing?
yeah.
Yep.
I'm not wearing pants right now, just so you know.
Who is?
We do not need proof of that.
Rewatch Romulus because that's out on Hulu now, and
Yeah.
still hitting. I'm still enjoying it. I watched it a few times this week. And that's really it. It's really been my week. Oh, downloaded Stalker 2 because it's on Game Pass, so I'm about to get into that.
Stalker 2.
And that's it. Yeah, it's like a Soviet post-apocalyptic type thing. The way it looks to me like it's like a Tarkov almost Daisy type of thing. So I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. And that'll be it. That's it. That's my week.
Nice. Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, honestly, I have not had the time to dive into a lot of content this week. With what free time I have had, I've been editing my own film, so I'm hoping to watch that soon.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
What's it about? Can you spoil anything or give a little details?
Yeah, it's just about two brothers who love each other very much.
Should we review it yet?
That didn't come out right.
I mean, listen,
It didn't come out wrong either, though. Whatever.
2024, you know.
Yeah.
How do you really give a log line for that without spoiling it?
It's on IMDb. I mean, it definitely exists. I just don't have it off the top of my head, which I suppose I probably should, considering I wrote it, directed it, I'm in it. I'm editing it now, so you would think I'd be able to tell you what the thing's about. Anyway, you'll see it eventually. What else? Obviously, Superman and Lois.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Lawrence. You're finally awake here. I mean, is Superman and Lois not the best Superman content we've ever been gifted?
Ever. And I'll say, except with the exception of comics, right? Because there's some comics that are bangers and comics of the origin, but anything outside of comics is the best. And he is the best depiction of Superman we've ever gotten. Sorry, Christopher Reeve. I love it. But this version,
Dude, second to last episode, I'm sitting here choking back my emotions. It's hitting so hard.
it hits in the feels.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
It's what it feels.
Basically, the whole episode is him coming to terms with having to tell the world he's Clark Kent because keeping the secret is hurting too many people. And the episode hits without action. It hits without a fight. It hits without even him needing to be in the Superman suit. It hits in a way where you're like, why have we never gotten something like
what
this?
about when he puts on the Superman suit? And
There's this. Okay, spoiler alert.
We ain't talking about Superman and Lois.
Let me just tell one thing. I just want to get Rich and Chris's I just want to see how they take this. So basically, the whole town is kind of thinks that Clark is Superman anyway. He's kind of doing the rounds to try to convince them that he's not. By doing that, he's making people think they're crazy or making other people think they're lying. He's
Just
ruining people's
gaslighting the town.
Gaslighting the entire town, pretty much.
All right.
And this guy comes in who had an altercation with, who he's like, you were able to do things to me and rough me up because you're Superman. He pulls out a gun on Clark in front of a diner. And Clark is like, don't do this. The guy pulls the trigger and it goes in slow motion. And you got to see Clark. He stands there and he thinks to himself. You get to watch him process. What do I do right now? He looks at Lois, looks at the bullet, thinks to himself, do I tell them who I am? Do I keep it a secret? And all this is happening as the bullet's coming towards him.
That's pretty dope.
It's sick. It's just like brilliant.
But then he takes his glasses off and he puts them on the counter where he was having dinner.
Casual, like slowly.
But there's so much context and subtext. Like, it's so heavy, man, the way he takes it off. But he's got this knowing what's about to happen. And here we are, point of no return. Bullet hits him and he's already like
in full costume.
Yeah. And then everyone's looking at him and he kind of takes them all in and he goes, I'm really sorry for lying to you guys.
And he looks at Lois because she's his rock, and she's like, "I'm with you. I'm
Ride
with
or
you
die.
for whatever this ride is."
Yo, and
Yo,
that's
it,
just
wait,
the beginning of the episode.
You said
no,
they're
it's
in a,
not. That's the middle. That's towards the end of the
It
episode.
might as well been because when that episode went by the end of it, dude,
No, it's good.
dude.
they're in a diner.
They were
yeah,
having
because
they
he
were having
lives.
dinner.
He's back living in Smallville.
Smallville.
He wants to raise his kids in Smallville. So the whole
Okay.
show takes place in Smallville. So yeah, he's in this diner with their friends having a regular meal, and their friends know his identity, and he's just talking about how hard it's been to keep it and what he's missed out on his life and all that stuff. And that's when the guy comes in with a gun. So it's in front of everybody.
So do friends own the diner? Because I'm like, there has to be strangers in here, right?
Yo, yeah.
There's strangers,
Yeah,
but it's a
but it's the town folk who he's been lying to his whole life.
it's a
And
small
so-
town.
And
Oh,
so
so
the
now
way he,
So now Smallville knows that he's Superman.
The world.
well, hey man,
No.
spoiler, dude. Yeah, in that moment, he basically apologizes to all these people he spent his life around who know him as Clark Kent. You know,
But basically, the town was getting wind of it
Has to be
because in
strangers in here, right?
his fight with
that was
What was that?
Yeah. delayed.
that was weird.
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry. I just heard the stream. The chats are not. Well, at least I don't think the chats are working. So I'm going through the stream to look at the live chats. And yes, etc. What's going on? How you doing, man?
Are we
I don't
not
see
getting the
anything.
chats again?
Yeah, they're not linked up for some reason.
What the heck is going on?
I wouldn't. We probably have to like redo the whole stream and restart it to get them back up. So just keep going.
Well, no, we only got 2 people watching. This chats was fun.
All right. Let me give me.
Or I guess I could. You see,
Should we get out and come back? Because it's weird. It did this last week too.
This last week too. All right, if you guys are watching, we're gonna split the stream here. We're gonna jump out, try to get the chats link back up, and we'll be back in 2 minutes or less.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Wow, yeah, I believe that.
All right.
Lawrence is like, I've really been out of this for a minute.
Peace.
All right.